Nearly 3 months ago, the folks over at Hytale blessed us with their most recent blog post. In it, they talked about the rising expectations of their community, as well as the careful balancing act they have ahead of them when it comes to what content they are ready to release to the public. And now, just approaching the end of July, we are granted the gift of not one, not two, but 3 separate blog posts and teasers from the Hytale team. My name is Ven, and today we will be sharing each and every piece of the newly released Volume 2 of the Hytale Fan Art Showcase, as well as going into deeper depths of the Outlanders faction, a group of NPCs that are just as cold and dangerous as the zone they live in. Let's jump right into it, shall we? The first blog post today is titled Hytale Fan Art Showcase Volume 2, where we get to witness the community's take on this amazing game and the raw talent each of them have displayed throughout their artwork. Starting off the showcase, Hytale addresses the new draft of artwork that they've added to the community section of their website. They've responded to this news saying, "The skill and creativity of the Hytale community is a continual source of excitement and motivation for us as we work on the game. Thank you, once again, to everyone who has chosen to turn their hand to creating something inspired by Hytale." It's definitely an amazing feeling to know these creators care so much for their community and issue multiple instances where they express their gratitude to the people who follow them. Jumping into the actual artwork, we are given a short video created by Mikey Chain, which features a crafted recreation of the farm scene from the Hytale announcement trailer. Different details include, but are not limited to, the fox chasing the rabbit scene, one character watering the crops near a scarecrow, the dog slowly opening his eyes on the wooden log, even features like the turbo chicken and his mighty roar on the top of the farmhouse. It's amazing to watch. Moving on to the next portion of this post, we witness one of Hytale's first cosplays ever, donned by Mikey Chain's cousin, Nana. I'm truly amazed by the attention to detail displayed through the outfit, even carrying the shiny ball of Orbis in her hand. It's a really nice detail. This is followed up by a Hytale logo carving created by Dio Drevent, which is so artistically crafted that you're even able to spot Gaia and Varen inside of the H, just like the actual Hytale logo. Created by Leo Raw, this art piece showcases the character Tessa in a different art style than previously seen. The image is highly detailed and even pays attention to the levels and direction of the light source, as different white and gold shimmers are enunciated throughout the piece. A true work of art indeed. Succeeding Tessa is a set of 3 drawings that even Hytale themselves couldn't decide on which one to showcase. They were definitely transfixed on the goofy and cute Trorkin wolf, the struggles of the Quebec family, and a terrifyingly evil Varen scarecrow that apparently wards off other evils. I know I couldn't choose between the 3 either, so I'm glad that they were all showcased. Subsequent to these amazing crafts is a beginner's attempt at Hytale's underwater zones, produced by the talented Omnia. Omnia informs us that all of the artwork on their Twitter are their first, only recently acquiring a drawing tablet. Before that, his artworks were created throughout paintings and childhood. Well, I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't think that I can do this as a beginner. This creative design is followed up by some models developed by Artisan Bots. These 3 models of a staff, a couple of shields, and a joint of meat are 3D realistic models inspired by items or props from Hytale. Don't forget to check out all of the phenomenal arts on their respective socials. They are all linked in the blog post itself. And I'm just saying, I don't think I want to meet up with the menacing Farron Shaman that Mint Fritter created. Even for its small flame, that 2-headed trident and wooden shield looks like it would pack quite a punch. Mint Fritter definitely says what all of us are thinking, stating, "Your game looks just like the type of game that I've been dreaming about since my childhood. I'm really excited about it." Next up is a simple drawing by Llama Freak, which shows a small band of Hytale adventurers engaging a fight with some enemy Chorks. We love the different emotions each character gives off, and even the birds that float in the top of the image. And with that image, that wraps up the first blog post we have been introduced to today. And if any of you aspiring artists would like to share your artwork with Hytale, don't forget to share your work and tag it with #HytaleFanArt, and it might be added in a future showcase. Now, for what has caused the most hype today, the Outlanders. Recapping what we know, the Outlanders are a breakaway human clan that live in the snowy terrain of Zone 3. In this blog post, we learn a lot more about their aggressive and lonesome behavior. Outlanders tend to stay in their clan claims and don't venture outward unless they're hunting, patrolling, or visiting a point of interest to them. Usually found wearing wooden masks, or in other cases, metal masks. Outlanders express their lack of emotional feeling towards outsiders through these masks. However, the Outlanders specialize in ritualistic forms of evil magic, which portrays their connection towards the history of Zone 3. This is only what we can assume to be void magic, which is most likely represented by their green diamond-shaped gemstones and piercing, glowing eyes that all Outlanders present. This leads to the assumption that the Outlanders are minions of Varen, seeing as his symbol is the green diamond, which is shown in the banners and armor. We can also assume that Outlander priests weren't always participating in this newer magic, as stated in the Outlanders blog post. Priests bring water magic to bear in defense of their people and act as the leaders of Outlander civilization as a whole. After this, we are led to believe that their water magic is ancient. Their building style is also not very modern, but more rural, fitting their barbaric nature. Also seen at the end of the blog post is this clip of an Outlander shown in the announcement trailer. According to Hytale, he's been working out, but he seems to have done quite a bit more than workout. Could this have been done by using magic? Carrying on with Outlanders, in the past, we were revealed to the large portion of Zone 3, which was a place consisting of boreal forests, treacherous mountain ranges, winding rivers, and deep ice caves. They even showed us some of the creatures that inhabit this region, from hardy mountain goats to bears, woodpeckers, and even a yeti. We'll leave a link to the Zone 3 blog post down in the description if you need to catch up on all of the latest information. In fact, we even covered a video on it, which you can find in the card annotation in the top right. Hytale then says, in this post, we're going to reveal more than ever before the primary threat you'll face in Zone 3, the Outlanders. You got your first glimpse on this breakaway human faction in the Hytale announcement trailer, where a party of adventurers encountered a colossal masked warrior in a deep dungeon. Moving on, we are then showed this picture from a ferocious wolf fighting a fellow Outlander, captioned, "As inhabitants of the frozen wilds of Zone 3, Outlanders must contend with inhospitable terrain and deadly creatures. The battle for survival is a conflict without end, and it has instilled a brutal pragmatism in the people who fight it. The Outlanders' ruthless, unfeeling outlook is reflected in the wooden masks that they wear at all times." Clearly, we can see what they mean by deadly creatures, because as we can see in this post, this Outlander is taking on what seems to be a white snow wolf in its natural habitat. In fact, this is the first time we've seen a creature such as this in Hytale. Just look at those teeth. Continuing down from the blog post, we are shown this Outlander wielding a huge sword as well as a shield, facing what seems to be a female Outlander. In this screenshot, we can really take notice of the depth of field that takes place in this game, as well as the beautiful animations of the fire and even the shaders. Like, look at that Outlander. He has shadows coming off of his abs. This really takes us how much effort they're putting into this game. This image is then captioned with the Hytale team saying, "The Outlander way of life is isolationist by nature, and the leaders of the Outlander clan can often be found manning the walls and watchtowers of their scattered settlements." What we can expect from this is from saying is, if you, an adventurer, are wanting to take on the Outlander outposts, you'll have to be equipped and ready to take on these Outlanders who are manning the walls and watchtowers, as said in the blog post. I personally love this aspect of it, and I'm curious, if we defeat a fort, will other Outlanders try and invade the fort again to reclaim it underneath their banner? Who knows, but I love the idea of the Outlanders. Coming up, we've got an exciting gameplay clip of the Outlanders about to take on a group of bison. Just watch it for yourself. Man, these animations, man. Outlander Rangers roam forward afield than most of their kind, venturing into the wilderness to hunt or to keep watch at the boundaries of Outlander territory. Expert ambushers, their bows make them dangerous at range and to anyone that they perceive as a threat, and that's most people. That confirms Outlanders will definitely not be neutral NPCs or at all passive. They are aggressive and ready to strike at any moment or any time, so don't get too close to these guys. Again, we are shown another image of an Outlander Ranger, this time with him terrifyingly aiming a bow right at our head. Outlanders venture beyond their camp to do more than just patrol or hunt. They're intimately connected to the history of Zone 3, and their expeditions frequently take them to places of interest, including ancient battlefields and ritual sites. As such, you may well run into them while concluding excursions of your own. With this said, you can expect to find Outlanders not just at their own base, but all around the wilderness of Zone 3. You are never safe. Here, we are shown a familiar image, another one of these Outlander camps facing into the wilderness. The image is captioned, "We don't want to say too much about Outlander history or their beliefs. These are things that we hope players will discover for themselves." With that said, we can expect to uncover more of the Outlander lore from various explorations of Zone 3 itself. I wonder what's hiding behind their legacy. Coming up, we got this exciting and different image from the normal Outlander stuff that we've seen previously. As you can see, we are able to spot two Outlander cultists, which are very mysterious in nature, equipped with what seems to be a sword with a dog head on it, as well as a mysterious gem attached to their chest as well as bracelets. In this image, we are also able to uncover special symbols etched into the purple banners behind them. If you look closely, you can also see those same purple symbols on the cultists' wrists. Moving on, we've got another exciting gameplay clip of the two Outlander cultists surrounding a mysterious green fire. Both of the Outlanders circle the campfire and move to what seems to be the Outlander chief. We can see him hold what seems to be a staff with skulls surrounding the head of it. This staff could perhaps hold some sort of secret magic or spells. This clip is captioned with, "The evidence of these beliefs can be found deep in Outlander camps, where those who commit themselves fully to the esoteric path adorn their dwellings and their bodies with sacred symbols. At night, the campfires of these Outlanders burn green as they perform mysterious rituals." With that being said, I wonder what mysterious rituals these Outlanders have planned. Oh, hold on, did you catch that? We can see our first look at the ladder climbing animation here, and here it is again for you. Those animations, man, I can't get over it. I truly hope that this is what Hytale's atmosphere will end up being, and it is amazing. As seen in the previous clip, this next image, as seen here, shows us the Chief Outlander wielding his magical staff as seen before. This time, we are able to see the fronts of the beast with bright green glowing eyes, as well as a hood over his face and wearing that brown furry cloak. This image is captioned, "Priests bring water magic to bear in defense of their people and act as the leaders of Outlander civilization as a whole. Their connection to ancient magic makes them uniquely important figures and formidable foes." As said from this text, we can assume these Outlander chiefs are in fact Outlander priests who hold the connection to ancient magic. How fascinating. And finally, to conclude the Outlander blog post, we're shown the Outlander Colossus, the beast of the Outlanders, you can say. I'll just play the clip for you now, and you'll see what I mean. Oh man, he's huge. He's equipped with a giant skull battle axe, as well as a crab hand. What? Hytale, you're mad, but damn, he is so cool looking. Look at how he's about to attack just as the clip ends. Oh, I can't wait to get in and battle these massive beasts. So that about wraps up the Outlander blog post. Did you guys like it? Feel free to enter the poll in the top right to rate the Outlander blog post. Personally, I love the animations, the new creatures that were revealed, and the hidden secrets such as the ladder climbing animation. Don't leave just yet, as coming up, we've got an exciting July developer update coming straight from the Hytale team themselves. But before we get into that, we quickly want to shamelessly plug our Hytale News Discord server, which is the #1 place for all of the instant news for all things Hytale. Come join our Discord to get closer with the community, as well as speculate things such as the upcoming blog posts, future features, and suggestions that go straight to the Hytale News team themselves. So come on in and come say hi. We're always here and ready to speculate with you. How fun. And finally, to wrap up today's video, I'll quickly summarize the development update that we've been given. As we've talked about throughout the video, we've been blessed with a brand new blog post, a new fan art showcase, and an updated media page. Through the spike of popularity surrounding Hytale, they've been introduced to new opportunities for the development of their game, as well as different partnerships, applications, and time investment. With the trailer reaching over 50 million views, it's definitely a challenge for them to keep up with the expectations the community is holding to them. A very important piece of information from this article is their first point, which details how blog posts will presumably occur every few weeks, which will consist of updates to the progress of the game. Of course, it's difficult for them to pull out pieces of information to display for us without spoiling key points of their game. So any details we are given, cherishing them is definitely the right thing to do. While we wait for the next blog post to release, we'll be introduced to small reveals and fun clips on their official Twitter. Make sure to go follow @Hytale to see them. In the meantime, check out this short clip. The final parts of the 3 blog posts address content creators, such as ourselves. In this portion, they talk about their gratitude towards the creators who cover all of the information relating to Hytale, and reciprocate it out towards the community. Furthermore, they state how they hope the Outlanders blog post was plenty of food for thought. If you'd like to discuss that blog post, don't forget to check out our Discord in the description below. It's a prime area to converse with anything relating to Hytale. Summing up the end of this portion, they state how they are trying to make media coverage of Hytale as easy as possible, starting with the addition of downloadable links and even new clips section on their media page. They reinstate their rules for content creators, and we're glad they support channels such as ours so freely and blissfully. And with that being said, that wraps up today's news video. I seriously hope you guys enjoyed such a huge update to Hytale, and if you have any thoughts or general questions you'd like to ask, don't forget to state them in the comments section down below. We're always reading them and try to respond to as many as possible. If there are any concerns or critiques you'd like to give, that would be the best place for them as well. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials to receive quick and simple updates from all over the Hytale community, as we try our best to relay everything we know to you guys. Anyways, my name is Ven, and I'll see you guys in our next Hytale news video. Peace!